First of all, I know what you're thinking from the title. Everything that I'm about to say is purely coming from a place of love. So brace yourself. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Leahlations. Long time no see. I have not recorded one of my traditional type Leahlations videos in about a month, so I'm super excited to be doing this right now. Literally, the sun is gonna go down. I don't care. I brought my light out just in case it gets too dark, so just be mindful of that if the lighting changes throughout the video. So I wanted to do this topic today because I feel like I've just, in my day-to-day life, have came across certain situations or certain experiences, or have just observed certain things that have just made me realize, like, oh my God, the girls are lost. It just genuinely breaks my heart seeing that some women truly don't get it. Like, they're truly slow in the sense of self-mastery. And although I wish I could save all of you, I can't. But what I can do is inspire you to save yourself. So that is exactly what the intention is behind today's Leahlations episode. Today, you are going to leave feeling empowered and motivated to get it the fuck together, okay? Because nothing about being pathetic is cute. Absolutely nothing. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. What do I mean when I say pathetic? And I know that can be triggering for a lot of you. So when I say pathetic, first let's define it as it is defined in the dictionary. You know I love to pull out Merriam-Webster. Merriam-Webster defines pathetic as arousing pity, especially through vulnerability or sadness. It also means miserably inadequate or a very low standard, okay? I don't even want to say that you are a pathetic person, because I don't think that you should attribute anything to your personality, anything to your identity that you don't really want to be attributed to your identity. So when you are behaving in pathetic ways, okay, that can look like you being self-depreciating, ick, you seeking external validation to prove your worthiness, especially from men, ick, you not rising to the occasion and embracing your ability and privilege to take autonomy over your life, ick, absolutely not. Get it the fuck out of here now. And I'm gonna try to keep the cussing to a minimum this episode. I really am. You guys know I just get passionate. So being pathetic isn't just about you being weak-minded. It's not just about you being inadequate. It's about surrendering your God-given power to external validation and to living passively and to abandoning your potential. Being pathetic is you taking the easy route because you're too lazy or too fearful to take a chance on yourself. That is pathetic ass behavior. That's you being a pathetic ass bitch. Why would you be doing that? Like, you only have one life. It's a blessing for you to be here. Why would you not make the absolute most out of this life that you are living right now? Another way of being pathetic is giving up control over your life because you don't want responsibility. You're perfectly capable, okay, babe? You have the capability to take control over your life. You have the capability to run the show. You can be self-governing. You can be autonomous. It is a blessing to be able to be autonomous as a woman, especially in this day and age. Do you not realize that there are women across, well, I don't know where you're watching this from, but do you not realize that there are plenty of women on the eastern side of the globe that do not have the ability to get an education? They don't have the ability to leave toxic environments. They don't have the ability to leave toxic relationships. They're forced to get married at ages like 8, 10, 12, 13. They don't have the ability or the privilege to be able to be self-governing and to have autonomy and to take take control over their life? Why would you just willingly and freely and passively hand that over to someone else out of pure laziness or pure confusion? Even if you're at a place where you may not know what next step you want to take in life or what you want to do or what direction you should go in, figure it out. Use your brain power. Hell, use AI. Like, use a combination of both. Tap into yourself. Get to know your own purpose. Get to know yourself. Live life for you. Nobody is here to take care of you except you. If they take care of you, amazing. Beautiful. Appreciate them for that. But never take your ability to have control over your own life and over yourself for granted. Don't ever take that for granted. And now I'm gonna give you some example situations of being pathetic. You don't want to be the girl who isn't confident in who she is, isn't confident in what she likes, isn't confident in what she believes in because she's afraid to go against the grain. You don't need to be out here fishing for and seeking external validation. I feel like that's a really big thing that a lot of people do unconsciously. When you're like having a conversation with somebody and you're saying how you feel, and then they may say how they feel, and you're like, wait, is how I feel wrong? And it's like, no. How you feel is not wrong. That's your truth. That's your life. Live your life. Don't look to anybody else to validate how you feel or what you believe in or who you believe yourself to be. That is how you let in things like other people's negative opinions about you. That is how you open the door for self-doubt, for worry, for fear, for all of those things to come in, because you're allowing someone to give the final say-so on what it is that you believe in or who it is you believe yourself to be, or your own opinions or your own feelings or your own preferences. Don't do that. It could be something as simple as your favorite color. If you say your favorite color is pink and you talking to your homegirl, she's like, I don't really like pink, I really love blue. And then you like, wait, oh my God, is there something wrong with pink? Bitch, no, there's nothing wrong with pink. And you look fucking crazy asking a question like that. That's stupid. There's nothing wrong with pink. If you like pink, live your life. Do pink everything, pink it all out. Somebody else not agreeing with you shouldn't sway your opinion. Somebody else not agreeing with you shouldn't sway what you believe in or what you stand for. Another example of pathetic behavior, and I mean this from the bottom of my soul. I tell you guys this all the time. Relationships, specifically romantic relationships with men. Men are here to complement and enhance you and what you have going on. They are not here to come in and create it all from scratch or take it all the way over. You should not be giving up your power over to anyone outside of yourself for them to be able to make decisions for you when it comes to the entirety of your life. And obviously, take the meat and leave the bones. Obviously, there are exceptions. I'm not talking about every single little thing in life. It's a pathetic way of behaving if you don't want to pursue any of your own dreams, if you don't have any passions, if you don't have any genuine interests or hobbies, if you don't have any career that you want to maybe pursue, if you don't have any way that you are adding value to the world that you want to consistently nurture and give your time and attention to, it's pathetic to not have any of those things and to want a man to come in and save you and take care of you and give you absolutely everything just so you don't have to use your brain at all, or just so you don't have to take self-responsibility and actually live a fulfilling life. This is about you living an actual fulfilling life. It may seem nice and it may look cool to, you know, want to be with a man and just have him take care of absolutely everything, and all you do is shop all day and eat and lay around and go to Pilates. But you're gonna get bored. You're gonna start feeling discontent with life, and you're gonna wonder what is missing internally. And what's missing is you taking self-responsibility and actually creating a beautiful life for yourself outside of what somebody else can do for you. This doesn't mean that they shouldn't do for you. This doesn't mean that you can't want somebody to do for you. This doesn't mean that you shouldn't accept somebody doing for you. That doesn't mean any of that. All it means is that you need to have your own shit going on. You need to have your own life to live. You need to be the center of your world. Nobody needs to be pulling the strings in your life except you and whatever higher power you believe in. That's it. That's all. If you out here waiting for a man to save you, or waiting for your parents to save you, or waiting for some imaginary perfect boyfriend or whatever to come in and make your life worth living, then that's pathetic as fuck. You're fucking pathetic. Get it together. Like, who does that? Do you hear how that sounds? You're waiting to start living your life. You're waiting to be happy. You're waiting to feel fulfilled. You're waiting to feel an inherent sense of worth and self-value. You're waiting for all of that to come when a man comes in, when a relationship comes in, when a boyfriend comes in. It's never gonna come, because that has to precede the relationship anyways, okay? So it's never gonna come. You're really working backwards. You're really working backwards. I want to talk a little bit about autonomy and self-respect. I feel so strongly about autonomy. Autonomy looks like you making decisions based on your own personal values, your own personal preferences, not based off of external expectations or external validation. Autonomy is you taking responsibility over your life. You taking responsibility for yourself. You self-governing. You knowing your strengths, your weaknesses, your bad habits, your good habits, the things that make people like you, the things that make people hate you. Like, you knowing yourself so well and you taking responsibility to give yourself the life that you dream and desire, not waiting for somebody to hand it to you. That is what autonomy looks like. An example of you not being autonomous is you changing your life goals to match someone else's. Here's a good example. You're in high school. You got a high school sweetheart. Your boyfriend is going to school at UCLA to play football. It's always been your dream to go to NYU. You change where you're going to college to follow that little boy to UCLA. Are you stupid? Whose life is this? Yours or his? It's seeming like you a co-star in his movie. You're a co-star in his TV show. He not a co-star in yours, because you jumping through hoops, moving your whole life around, changing your biggest dreams and your biggest goals in order to follow him somewhere. That is stupid. That's pathetic. Pathetic. Y'all don't have to live life like that no more. This is not the 1960s. Your security and you living a happy, joyful, fulfilled life does not depend on anyone outside of you, unless you make it so. And you make it so when you do shit like that. Because now what? You at UCLA with your boyfriend, he doing this, that, and the third, but you gotta stay because you don't know nobody else at LA. You have family in New York, your friends went to NYU, and you decided not to go to NYU because you wanted to follow him to UCLA. And now you in UCLA with him alone, and he cheating on you, and you depressed, and you stressed, and you crying, and you don't know what to do because you were stupid and pathetic, and you made a pathetic decision to follow him and to change your goals and your dreams and your visions for someone else. You have to live your life for you. You have to be autonomous. You have to have a certain level of self-respect that's like, hold on, I respect you, I respect your dreams, but this is what I want for me. This is what I want to accomplish in my life. This is the legacy that I want to leave. These are the experiences that I want to have, and I'm not going to let you take that away from me. Period, point blank. You have to know yourself deeply. You have to know your desires. You have to know your dislikes. You have to know your boundaries. And this is a constant process. You never stop getting to know yourself. You're constantly in a state of unfolding. I don't even like to say becoming, because you already are. You're unfolding. You're learning yourself. You're learning different parts of yourself. You're learning what you like, what you dislike, what you're passionate about, what you're not passionate about, the things that you want to give your attention to, the things that you want to nurture and invest time in, the things that you don't care for. This is all a process. This is what you're meant to be doing with your life and with your time. And I'm trying to hurry up because it's actually really getting dark. There is a lot of danger in seeking external validation. And don't get me wrong, everybody has their moments where they like a little bit of external validation. But when it gets to the point to where you don't have a strong sense of self-worth or self-value unless someone is validating it for you, unless somebody is telling you that you're worthy, that's a problem. That's dangerous. You need to know that within yourself on your own, not because somebody told you that. Validation from others can also weaken your internal compass, because your internal compass might be telling you to go left, but all of the validation is associated with the right. But really, where you are in your journey and in your life and on your path, you're meant to go left right now. But you're going to get out of alignment and go right because you're so worried about external validation. You don't want to be so worried about external validation. You want to be able to internally validate yourself. You need to have intrinsic value. Another thing, as a woman, as a young woman, it's important to be self-assured in your opinions, okay? Don't look to your homegirls, don't look to your peers to validate your opinions. Don't be piggybacking and doing monkey see, monkey do. Live your life for you. Stand 10 toes on what you believe in. Stand 10 toes on your values. Your homegirl don't have to co-sign your opinion in order for it to be valid. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And if they don't feel the same way, then okay, they don't feel the same way. Two things can be true at once. Understand that. So be a self-assured woman. Self-assured women don't look for permission to feel the way that they feel. They don't look for permission to have their own opinions. They don't look for permission to do the things that they want to do. You need to build your inner authority. You do this by trusting your instincts, following your intuition, owning your voice, using your voice, and standing firm in your beliefs. Another thing that I want to mention that's a pathetic behavior, being mediocre. Double piggybacking on that, rewarding mediocrity. This is a common thing that I've noticed amongst women. Girls will be doing 20% out of 100%. And then here go another girl coming, well, it's okay, at least you did 20%. At least you're doing this is going good. Bitch, no. You could be doing way more. You could be turning yourself up way harder. You could actually be tapping into your true potential if you actually took yourself serious and doubled down and had some discipline and had a little couth about yourself. There's no reason to reward mediocrity. You shouldn't be giving somebody some claps and a pat on the back for doing the bare fucking minimum. It's what you're supposed to do anyways. A part of being mediocre is settling for less. If you're out here working hard to earn basic respect, that is pathetic. Understand that when it comes to relationships, whether they're platonic or romantic or business relationships, whatever it is, they should inspire you to level up. They shouldn't make you shrink yourself. They shouldn't be making you go against yourself in order to please them. That is how you know that the relationship does not truly serve you. But if you're too busy fishing for external validation from the person that you are engaging in a relationship with, you won't be able to see that, because your mind is so focused on their validation that you can't even see the ways that you're betraying yourself. And that's sad. That's pathetic. So you need to know when you're giving too much and when you're receiving too little. And when you realize that you're giving too much and receiving too little, you need to have an exit strategy, and you need to know how to pull back and call your energy back to you. Because if you don't and you keep engaging in those behaviors, those pathetic behaviors, then you're gonna lose in the end. Understand that self-mastery is sexy. Having some business about yourself is sexy. Being able to take care of yourself is sexy. Having the creative power and the discipline and the drive to be able to give yourself a fulfilling life is sexy. Knowing yourself is sexy. Being confident is sexy. A woman who's in her bag, who's worried about herself, who's improving herself every day, who's doing the work to become better, she doesn't have to chase because she attracts. She don't have to fish for external validation. It comes to her naturally. She doesn't have time to be worried about other people's opinions because she's too worried about forming her own. You want to be that type of girl, not the opposite. Listen, being competent is sexy. Having financial literacy essential. Understanding how to regulate your emotions, understanding how to feel your emotions and hold space for yourself, understanding how to navigate through them and not let them control you. That is sexy. That is necessary. That is a part of being competent. That is a part of being autonomous. You need to be investing in yourself. If you're not, that's pathetic. You have the ability to invest in yourself. You have a phone, you have electronics, you have computers, you have laptops. There are libraries, there are bookstores, there are so many different ways. There's YouTube. You're watching me on YouTube. YouTube University. There's college education. There are workshops. There are master classes. If you're not investing in yourself, then you're just being pathetic, and you're being lame, and you're being lazy, and you're being a loser ass bitch. You don't want to be a loser ass bitch. I'm telling you. Obviously you don't, because you're watching this video. You need to invest in yourself. What does that look like? That looks like you spending time in meditation, getting to know yourself, you buying books, reading the books, digesting the information, not just reading them to gain all of these little facts and trinkets that you don't freaking use. You pursuing hobbies, finding something that you really enjoy, something that takes you away from your phone, something that takes you away from social media, a hobby that really brings you a sense of fulfillment, a hobby that fuels and allows you to express your creativity. That looks like you keeping up with your fitness, keeping your health in order, keeping your body right, keeping your mind right. That looks like you going to therapy. If you don't believe in therapy, or if you don't want to go to therapy, then that's you doing the shadow work to understand your triggers, to understand why you're in the position that you're in, to understand why you are the way that you are, and how you can change and how you could be a better you moving forward. That is what investing in yourself looks like. You have to do the work. It's also very important for you to reclaim your identity. We live in a society that's very, very, very big on consumerism, and it's only gotten worse ever since consumerism mixed with social media, because a lot of us spend a lot of time on social media, whether you would like to admit it or not. So you don't want to be the girl that's out here using consumerism as a personality trait. Your personality should not revolve around the shit that you buy. It should not revolve around the things that you own, your material possessions. All of those things are intangible. All of those things don't matter. None of those things hold substance. None of those things hold a real, true sense of value. Yes, they may make you feel good. Yes, everybody loves playing in the material world. Everybody loves nice things. I know I love nice things, but I don't make it my whole personality, and you shouldn't either. Who are you at your core? Because if all this shit burned down today, what are your real characteristics? In what ways do you add value to other people? How do you feel about yourself? Who do you believe yourself to be? These are the things that hold value. These are the things that really fucking matter. You are not the brand you wear. You are not the car you drive. And you are not the man that you dating. That's another thing. Because if you dating a high profile man, if you dating a man that got it like that, if you dating a man that got it going on, you not your man, okay? You're a co-star in his movie. He's a co-star in yours. If you don't make him the center of it and you got your own thing going on. Don't be known as just somebody's girlfriend or just somebody's wife. Like, have your own shit going on. If you're okay with that, then you're okay with that. Live your life like that, confidently and boldly. But I personally would not live my life like that. I wouldn't be satisfied living my life like that. So yeah, you develop a strong personal identity through introspection, through spending time with yourself, through living life and exploring and having a curious mind and trying new things and meeting new people and having interesting conversations. This is how you develop a strong personal identity that doesn't depend on anyone or anything outside of yourself. To be pathetic is to be a yes man or a yes woman. It's to be a nice person. It's to be a doormat. It's to have no boundaries. Reinforcing boundaries is a tool to help pull you out of pathetic behaviors and ways of being. If you're not comfortable saying no, then people are always going to walk over you. You're not here to please anybody but yourself. Don't worry about pleasing people. Worry about pleasing yourself. Because at the end of the day, when you go home and you alone at night, you got to look in that mirror and you got to be happy with yourself. A part of femininity is being no nonsense, not going for bullshit. A part of femininity is destruction when you've been violated and you've been wronged. Just like there's a light side to femininity, there's a dark side to femininity. It's two polarities on the same totem pole. You need to cut the pathetic, weak bitch shit out, and you need to build a new narrative. Change, I need someone to save me, to I am my own savior. Change, I need a man to feel good, to I feel good on my own. And if a man comes in, he just enhances that or complements it or adds on to it. But I don't need him to feel that way. You're not a child. You're not dependent on your parents or anybody else to take care of you. You shouldn't be, because you don't have to be. Don't look for someone to give you all of this sense of direction and this external validation and all of these things. You should have that within yourself already. You should get that from your inner being. You should get that from source, not from anybody outside of you. Living in a mindset of scarcity and dependence and fear is pathetic, okay? Everybody who's winning, who's confident, who's living a beautiful life, a life that you look at on social media and wish that you could live, everybody who's on that side of the spectrum, living life like that, is out here having an abundant mindset, believing in themselves, taking responsibility for themselves, constantly investing in themselves and refining themselves to be the best version of themselves no matter what they go through in life, because they have a certain level of resilience. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You guys always talk about, oh, I want to be that girl makeup routine, that girl morning routine, that girl. Bitch, you're not doing shit that's making you that girl because you're not doing the work. Being that girl is not just about the fucking makeup routine. It's not just about what you do in the morning. It's about you doing the work. Ladies and gents, if there are any gents watching this, which I don't know why, because my intention always in all of my videos, as you guys know, is to add value to the feminine collective. But men, if you like my message, then hey, knock yourselves out. Ladies, I need you to stop wasting your time chasing external validation. Stop giving up your power because you are lazy and fearful, and stop playing small. Take your power back. Assume your power. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, because the world does not respect pathetic women. It respects powerful women. Being pathetic will get you chewed up and spit the hell out. So you need to get it together. As always, thank you for watching today's episode of Leahlations. I am so happy that you tuned in today. I'm so happy that you stuck it through even with my little lighting change. Take what resonates, and what doesn't resonate, don't take it. If it don't apply, let it fly. But if you feel like I'm speaking to you, then you feel like I'm speaking to you for a reason. That means it's time for you to take yourself seriously. That means that you know deep down that you are capable of so much more. I hope you guys have a lovely day, night, evening. I don't know where you are, what time it is. I will speak with you guys in the next episode of Leahlations. Bye bye.